things to him, how did he react in the moment? OP responded to this one and said, he got quiet, but I can tell he was angry. I thought he was going to yell, but he didn't. Now he did say, I think we should break up, but he told me he thinks we should. I don't believe this is final. He probably just needs time to think, but I want to get through the friend first before things get worse. Another commenter down below called Shy Girl for Life says, he said he thinks you should break up. He broke up with you when he said that. He hasn't talked to you in days. It's over, move on. Nothing you can do. The advice you're seeking doesn't apply because he's your ex. This guy said to you, I think we should break up, and he's ghosting you? Yeah, that sounds to me like it's over, and he doesn't really want anything to do with you. It sounds like you're still really hooked on him though. I think you need to start working on that. Alright, let's jump into OP's update now. Alright, OP's update is titled, Update, my boyfriend and I had an argument regarding his female friend, and I need to know the best way to approach her to fix this. Granted, I knew this was a long shot, but I decided to contact the friend. Someone suggested me to show this post to my boyfriend, but I didn't do that because I thought he would ignore it just like all my other texts and calls. Instead, I decided to show some of the replies I've gotten to show the friend that this is weird behavior between friends. I'd ask if she can just be honest for once that she may actually do, in fact, have feelings for my boyfriend. She replied that she would like to speak in private and invited me to her apartment. This all happened yesterday. What I thought would be a conversation about trying to understand each other instead turned into a big dunk on me. She told me the reason she's telling me this to my face instead of through a text is because since I'm acting immature about this whole thing, I'm going to talk to you like a child. She felt that even just the little things about her life that I shared with strangers and then showed their distorted judgment towards her was wrong. Pretty sure you'll share this too, but as soon as I finish what I said here and you walk out of here, I'm blocking your number and try not to think of you ever again, just like boyfriend's name is trying to. I then brought up some family issues she would share whenever she just wants to get some sympathy. She yelled at me and said that's her life that she shares with her friends, and said I'm talking about her life to strangers to get your own sympathy. She then said, unlike you, I don't judge people's value based on relationship status or if they have nookies or not. Boyfriend's name is an awesome person. He deserves every good thing in his life. I thought you can be one of them. I thought you were a funny and sweet person, and I liked how you made him smile. Now, whenever he thinks about you, he gets upset. And, by the way, you two are definitely over. And no, I'm not going to help you understand about my lack of love life. There's nothing to understand. This is my life, and you're not involved in it, and you never will be. And you'll never be involved in boyfriend's name ever again. I was trying not to cry during this berating. Even when I broke down, she still kept talking while I couldn't even get a word in. I said I just want to talk to him, but she kept telling me to get out. When I calmed down a little in my car, I called my boyfriend. It automatically goes to voicemail. That's never happened before. I called again, and it goes to voicemail. I think he finally blocked me. I think we are over. I think it took me like 30 minutes to feel okay to drive. My friends and roommates tried to comfort me, but I was too exhausted, so I just took a nap. I'm still not feeling all that great, but I'm gonna try to move on. Jumping down to the comment section on this one, there's one from a user called Maggie. Sure. It says, I'm so confused. I clicked the link and read the comments, and I'm just so baffled how you read all that, and somehow thought internet strangers were on your side. Like, what kind of insane cherry picking did you do to find comments that supported your stance? Another commenter down below called TMCHD said, you must have dug deep to find those, because majority of us in the previous post told you not to harass or contact her and to leave it be. You refused the majority consensus opinion. I'd say over 95% already told you that he's broken up with you and to not approach her again, since you screwed it up by approaching her and yet you just chose to not listen. But some people, you, do not listen to common sense advice and have to do the hard way and got berated by his friend, whom, in my opinion, had every right to get upset at you. Sigh. Move on, move on. Finally, you're going to take the advice of many who have told you to just move on. By the way, OP's ex-friend, if you find this post, you got it right. OP here is acting immature. She called you names, ignored the consensus that she should not have harassed you and her ex-boyfriend. It's very nice of you to basically tell her to her face. I would have just blocked her, and if she kept harassing me, I'd probably just get an RO or something akin to that in the end. I'm amazed that this girl still wanted to give OP the time of day. I mean, OP called her a virgin loser in the first place. I probably would have just blocked OP and moved on with my life because OP doesn't seem to be all that stable. All of this time saying, my boyfriend, my boyfriend, my boyfriend. No, he's not your boyfriend. He broke up with you a while ago. You're the one who just hasn't accepted that yet. It's time to do that now and move on and not be so attached. This story comes to us from General Nothing 5798. Am I the butthole for not wishing my mom a happy birthday and then not letting her come to our house? I, 25 male, have a wife, 24 female. For the sake of the story, let's call her Amelia. Amelia and I got married 2 years ago, coming up to 3 years in June. We have recently just had our first baby, a beautiful baby girl. My mom was never a huge fan of my wife for reasons I will never know, but I don't care, as I love Amelia so much, and I've had to defend her against my mom multiple times. My wife's labor lasted much longer than we expected. She started on Thursday evening and delivered our baby on Monday during the very early hours of the morning. As you can imagine, it was a long process, and she was exhausted, and so was I, as I wasn't sleeping unless she was asleep. My mom's birthday was on the Saturday, and she had a whole party planned out. Amelia, at this point, was in awful pain very consistently, meaning I was constantly by her side doing whatever she needed me to do, meaning that the Friday night, we got no sleep. So when Saturday came around, we both were fighting to sleep and could barely stay awake. Because of this, I just completely forgot it was my mom's birthday, as I didn't really look much at my phone, and if I did, it would be for entertainment for my wife and I together. We both agreed beforehand that when the time came, we would send the initial text that the baby was coming, but that would be it, and we wouldn't respond to any other text until after. Well, my baby girl was finally born, and we announced it to our family. Then I got to replying to my messages from the past few days, and that's when I saw my mom text about it being her birthday, and she sent a few more after, expressing her anger for me not getting in contact. So I called her up apologizing, but explaining that I genuinely forgot and it wasn't intentional. She went on to blame my wife by saying she purposely went into labor right around her birthday in order to steal the spotlight from her son, which I found really weird to say. From this comment alone, I got annoyed and just told her to leave me and my wife alone and that she isn't welcome at our house for the next few days. She can't wait till she's over her fit to see her granddaughter. My whole family have been calling me a butthole and that I'm a bad son for not remembering my mom's birthday, but I'm an even worse son for not letting her meet her grandbaby. It's annoying because all we want to do is enjoy our new baby together, just the two of us, without anyone being a bother. So, am I the butthole? Jumping down to the comment section on this one, there's one from a user called Pinebox Waiting. Ouch. It says, not the butthole. It's cute that your mom thinks your wife is talented enough to go into labor on command. It's bizarre that you're the only person in your family who realizes the world doesn't revolve around your mom. Keep to your boundaries, daddy, and congratulations. OP responded to this one and said, I mean, I know my wife's amazing and all, but she isn't that talented to go into labor on command, but thank you so much. Another commenter down below called Bobble Drew said, "Wow, it's rather amazing to see that your